Chief Jacobs has been at MLK events all morning, so she was just able to get back here, and she's been on a pretty tight time schedule. I'm Roxanne Vainuku. I'm the Deputy Communications Director for West Valley City, and today we're going to release the body-worn camera video from a double homicide that resulted in an officer-involved critical incident. I do want to address the public directly. This video captures a suspect in the act of committing a homicide. And when you see this video, you're going to wonder, why would we release such a disturbing incident for the public to view? I want to make it very clear that we would not choose to release this video. We are compelled by our state's open records laws to release any records that we create, and body-worn camera video is considered a record. So we are compelled to release it when it is requested by the media or by the public. This video has been requested by all of the major media outlets, and we do not have a legal standing to withhold it. It will be at the discretion of media how they use this video, and it's our sincere hope that it will be used responsibly so as to avoid further trauma to this family. With that, we'll now show a critical incident briefing, and this provides some context surrounding this incident. Following the briefing, Chief Colleen Jacobs will take your questions, and then at the conclusion of this event, we will release the unedited clips from the body-worn camera to all of the media outlets. So we'll go ahead and show the critical incident briefing.
I'm Roxanne Vainuku, Deputy Communications Director for West Valley City. This briefing is intended to provide you with information about a double homicide and officer-involved shooting that occurred January 1st, 2025 in West Valley City. You're about to see relevant video footage and learn about police procedures related to the case so that you can better understand what happened based on what we know right now. The West Valley City Police Department adheres to the Officer-Involved Critical Incident Protocol, or OICI protocol. This protocol was established to comply with Utah code and to ensure that every investigation of an officer-involved critical incident is conducted professionally, thoroughly, and impartially. Protocol Team 1, which is led by the Salt Lake City Police Department, is investigating this incident. The investigators will, among other things, interview witnesses, view video footage, and analyze forensic evidence. These investigations can take several weeks to complete, and our understanding of the incident may change as evidence is analyzed and reviewed. We also don't conclude whether the officer's actions are consistent with our policy and the law until all the facts are known and the investigation is complete. The majority of the video you will see is footage captured by the body-worn camera of the initial officer to enter the home on Entrada Avenue. It's labeled Camera 1 and provides the clearest view. You will also see footage from the other officers on scene. However, the view of these cameras is often obstructed. It's important to note that the clips in this video have been lifted directly from the full-length video. Although graphic images have been blurred, the content of the clips has not been altered in any way. An unedited copy of the body-worn camera footage will be provided to the media. We want to caution that this video contains graphic images and strong language. Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm Mike Fosmo, Deputy Chief of the West Valley City Police Department. On January 1st, 2025, officers were dispatched to an unknown problem at 3310 West and Entrada Avenue. Dispatchers had received a 911 call from inside the home.
911, what is the city status of your emergency?
Stop! Stop! Fuck you, asshole! Yo, fuck!
The city and address of your emergency.
Bye, please,
Can you hear me?
The dispatcher heard commotion on the line, but was not able to collect any information from the caller. The dispatcher left the line open and sent officers to the home. Officers arrived to investigate the call, which was classified as an unknown problem. The officers began trying to make contact with the residents inside. One officer approached the front of the home. No one was visible in the front window. The officer tried knocking at the door. More officers arrived. As officers moved to the side of the home where a basement entrance was located, The officers appeared to see or hear something concerning. They converged on the basement entrance and began calling out commands to the suspect.
Show me your fucking hands! Show me your hands!
The suspect, who could be seen kneeling down, repeatedly stabbing one of the victims,
Get your hands up! Show me your hands!
ignored officers' commands to show his hands and drop his weapon. He continued stabbing the victim.
Drop it! Drop it!
One officer fired 2 shots to stop the attack.
Not yet, we're not clear.
The officer continued to call out commands to drop the weapon in the event the suspect remained capable of further attack.
Drop the fucking knife! Don't your hands! Drop the knife! Drop the knife! He's still got the knife. Okay. He's down right now, right? He's moving. Drop the knife now! If you do not drop that knife, you will get shot again!
As other officers secured the scene, the involved officer withdrew from the home.
Circle it down, holster, walk back. Walk back. Walk back. Take a breather, brother. I got him. I'll stay with him. Get him. Get him.
We will now show that same video uninterrupted.
Show me your fucking hands! Show me your hands! Get your hands up! Show me your hands! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Not yet, we're not clear. Check the back, check the back. Drop the fucking knife! Drop your hand! Drop the knife! Drop the knife!
The following clips come from the body-worn cameras of the remaining officers on scene. Members of the media will receive unedited copies of each of the videos shown in this presentation.
Upon completion of the investigation by Protocol Team 1, the Salt Lake County District Attorney's Office, whose investigators also responded to the scene, will review the investigation as well as evidence collected and witness statements to determine if the force used by the officer was justified. Additionally, the completed investigation will be reviewed by the West Valley City Police Department, as well as by the Professional Standards Review Board, which is an independent board comprised of West Valley City citizens, to determine whether the use of deadly force complied with the West Valley City Police Department's policies and procedures. This concludes this critical incident briefing by the West Valley City Police Department. For more information on our department policies and OICI protocol, please visit our website, wbcpd.com.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Colleen Jacobs. Thank you for coming. I'm happy to do my best to answer your questions. However, I do need to remind you that our agency is not conducting the investigation in this incident. Therefore, our agency has not interviewed the officers involved. The only information I have is what I can see on body-worn camera video. Any commentary from me comes only from what you see on the video, and I will not speculate. I will not make any determinations until I know all of the facts. So I'll be happy to answer your questions now.
Chief, we see the one victim in that video blurred out. Can you tell us where the other victim was found in the home and if they also died by stabbing?
It's my understanding that they were in the same room, and it's my understanding that they also died by stabbing.
And that was the basement area?
Yes.
When you watch those videos, just, not speculating, what do you see?
I see a tragedy. And with the parties involved and for the officers involved as well.
Was the suspect known beforehand? Do you have a history?
We have been out to that house before.
And where is the officer now? Is he still on leave? Just
The officer's on paid administrative leave.
When this happened, there was no known motive that was released. What are the discussions now as far as motive?
That's all part of the investigation that Salt Lake City's handling.
Can you tell us more about the arrest of the suspect back in December?
I don't have any of that information with me at this time. I'd like to just focus this press briefing on the officer-involved critical incident.
so beforehand, you said that you're compelled to release it by state code, by state law. But it seems like we're hesitant for that reason. But why?
Video that you see there is traumatic, and I believe it's traumatic to those watching it as well. But we are compelled to release it, so we have.
Just leading up to this incident, though we know that there were other incidents with this suspect that we see on camera, some concerning ones. One of them, remember, mentioned a welfare check. Did any police go to this home before this incident for a welfare check?
I believe we did. I don't have that information in front of me, but I believe we did.
Can you tell us?
I can get you all the information on the history there so that she can stay focused on the critical incident involved.
How are the officers doing?
It was a very traumatic event for the officers, but they're pulling through.
In that video, we hear the officer who fired shots say that the suspect was still moving and still had the knife in his hand. When did that stop? When was he declared deceased? When did that happen? How much longer?
I don't have a timeline for you, but when the officer retreated from the home, the other officers went in and were able to secure the suspect.
Just one murder weapon found?
That's my belief.
When something like that happens, when you get a 911 call, it's kind of jumbled and jarbled like that. Is that kind of how protocol is? Just send crews just to make sure that everything's okay?
I can't necessarily speak to VEX dispatching procedures, but it is common for us to respond on unknown problems when there's an open line that has inaudible noise behind it.
And I know you guys are investigating and whatnot, but have you guys been in contact with the family at all?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. It would be most likely that Salt Lake City would be involved with that and with the family due to the investigation. Are there any other questions?
Because the 911 call audio is kind of garbled, do we know who the person was speaking on the other line? Do we know that was the suspect or someone else?
I don't know. Are there any other questions?
Was there any other part of the house that was considered part of the crime scene? Anything else found in other rooms that we didn't see on those videos?
That would be something that would be part of the investigation that Salt Lake City is conducting.
I think in the video said the officers appeared to see or hear something concerning. Do you know what that was?
No, you can just see when you're watching the video that one of the officers is bent down, and you can see where he appears to be looking through that door. And I'm assuming he can see something that causes the reaction that they gave. Are there any other questions I can answer for you? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys coming out. I will send all of the raw clips of the video to your stations, as well as the critical incident briefing and that 911 audio. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call.